We don't just build campervans, we build what gets you out there. Every detail matters, because every journey does. Inside the workshop, you'll see what it really takes to bring these builds to life. We are Wildworx, and this is Works in Progress, Episode 9.
The boys are in here working away. We've got two vans in here, the long wheelbase and the medium wheelbase, and while we're waiting for the furniture to come off the CNC machine, which was delayed last week, we're jumping onto the medium wheelbase to get a push on with that one. Come on in, let's go and see. So Dusty's been busy next door. We've had the furniture back from the CNC for this medium wheelbase. So he's been working on all the white bits, which are the overhead gantries and the shower block. They're the first bits that go in because they're the bits that contact the ceiling in the inside. So we've put our backbone in for the internal ceiling. That's then going to get some 6mm ply over the top of it to avoid any sort of waviness. That will get bonded up onto there, and that will give us a nice platform for our surf decking to go into. And once we've got the shower fitted and the gantry fitted, that then gives us a shape which we can then build our design for the roof to go into. Meanwhile, the guys are currently fitting the shower room. We've run all the electrics into the back here. We have fitted freshwater tank underneath. That's all been winterised as well, so it's got a tank blanket fitted. It's all sealed up. It's got a heating coil inside as well, which will be manual operated from inside the van. Had to shape the back of the roof because this just comes along here straight. Different vehicles, some will have the rear view camera, some won't, and so you need to take this into consideration when the roof closes, otherwise it doesn't close properly. That's all been shaped, it's all been sealed along the top, and all the fittings have gone in for the front to secure it. Bed brackets are in, so we're ready for the frame to go. We've got our pocket in opposite the sliding door for a little storage nook beside the front seat. We've got a bracket made up for the double seat that's going to go in the front. So yeah, lots happening this week, and as soon as the furniture arrives in for this van, we can then jump in and get them both to the same kind of level.
This is our shower unit. Being in the medium wheelbase van, it doesn't have the additional basin. We don't have the room for it. It encroaches too much on the fixed bed in these medium wheelbases, so we lose the hand basin in the shower to make the shower reasonable size so you can actually still use it. The reason I build it outside the van is because I know the floor there is pretty level. We just temporarily assemble it with the aluminium extrusion with just little offcuts. So once the full length and on there, they're quite tight and a bit difficult to get off. Before it goes together, we actually seal this with polyurethane. Aluminium extrusion, get some screws on the inside, stops it pulling apart. As you can see, there's no ceiling in this van yet. The shower is also a little bit tall. This is just a mock-up so that we know where the seat needs to go, make sure the kitchen fits and everything. The customer for this vehicle, he has specifically asked for a porta potty because he feels he'd rather have a good shower than a wet room, essentially. So the toilet that we'll be fitting in here will just be a normal porta potty chemical toilet that he can remove and put in the shower as and when he needs to. If he even decides he wants to take it with him, he can then obviously put it in the shower and use it as a toilet. This area over here is where the double seat will be fitted. It'll be bolted through the floor and attached to the main chassis rails underneath. This over here is just a little storage pocket with a LED light in it. And then once this panel is on here, all of this will be concealed. A bit more insulation in there. We'll have a 240-volt socket there with a USB A and C charger point. This whole panel will be covered with Alcantara. There will be an overhead gantry locker in this area over here above the seat, and there will be a small table which will then remove, and once the kitchen's in place, that same table will then fit on the outside. So now that I know that this fits in here, I'm going to crack on with the back of the shower, get that in position. I'll just shift this forward. It's got a load of pocket holes in the back. Once that's all screwed in place, I'll then push this back into position, double check everything fits. When we're ready for the final fix, all the screws come out again. We stick a bead of glue around everything, all the exposed edges that could potentially soak up water get sealed, screws go back in, and then that's it.
So we've sold a van over the weekend. We sold one of these transporter T32s. And we're just going in to see what the lads are cracking on with, because there's a few little extras that we're getting done to it for the customer. This is the van that we sold over the weekend. We took this as a trade-in. The customer has asked for a couple of bits to be done on the van for the sale. So we've got a solar panel that's getting fitted to it. And we've also got a diesel heater that we're going to be installing on this as well. So we've just got Stu that's just doing a bit of prep work for the solar panel that's going to be going on.
So I'm just busy running the cables through from the battery to where all the existing electrics are. I'm just adding the MPPT controller, which will be supplied by the panel, which I'm putting on the roof later. Just getting all the cables and stuff in now, so I can put everything back together.
So are you going to be making a small cutout for the wires to come out through this?
Yeah. So ideally, the cable's going to come through the pop-top roof. It's going to go between the bed and this panel. So it's going to be very inconspicuous. You're not actually going to see much of it at all. Into that panel there, which has a false ceiling, and then the cables will just come down through the back of this and into the battery. So it's going to be very, well, I don't think you'll even notice that it's been added.
And then obviously we're going to have the diesel heater being just under the driver's seat here, with a duct that will be facing out into the actual living space of the camper. These are just a few optional extras that the customer wanted that we're happy to fit for him. So yeah, we're going to get these things added on, get these modifications done, and then the customer will be coming to pick up his van, and you know, we'll all go away happy.
With the furniture already printed from the CNC for the medium wheelbase van, we've been able to get the units together, and Stu's now fitting all of the electrics inside. That can then be fitted in as soon as the shower's fitted. We get probably, Stu, what do you think, about 80% of the electrical work done in the first phase? So you get the majority of it built in to the carcass before it goes into the van, and then we do a second install once the unit's in and fitted in its final resting place. In the meantime, the good news is the CNC machine has now been fixed, and so we've been able to print off the furniture for this van, which is then next door with Dusty, and Dusty's busy edge banding everything so it could all go together, and then we can put a big push onto this van to try and catch up again. This van is having a few less things than this van. This has got the pop top and it's got all the outdoor kind of extreme gear, and this is having a wee bit less, so we should be able to get them kind of working alongside each other at the same time, which will be really good to see this one caught up. I hate it when we've got a van that's sitting stagnant. In the meantime, we have been able to do things like the underslung tanks and all the work that goes on behind the scenes. But yeah, it's always good when you see the furniture starting to come in and take place and it starts to actually look like a camper. Meanwhile, in this van, we have got the shower unit together. It's not in its final position yet. It's just held together so we can still move it forwards to attach all the plumbing in behind. But it is all built round the back. We've got our front panel alcantara'd with our storage pockets. All our cabling's in behind there, and that window blind structure is now in place. We've run all the plumbing and all the wiring is now finished in this van, and we've also got our substructure in for our ceiling, so this is going to allow us to fix our surf deck onto the roof, and it gives us something solid to stop any sort of waviness as well. So we've trimmed the aperture into the pop-up roof. That is now ready for the rubberized trim as soon as the surf deck arrives, which should be with us hopefully about 10 days to 2 weeks. And our seats are getting picked up tomorrow from the upholsterers. They're going to be taken away and they're going to come back to us and really set this van off really nicely. With the furniture off the CNC, what we'll tend to do is we'll sort them all onto different racks. We'll have the electrics unit on one, the shower unit on another, the kitchen pod on another, and then we'll just work through them one by one. Then we'll glue all the edging on, and then it will all get trimmed into one shot, and then we can start to assemble that one unit, and then it can leave and go around to the van to be installed, and then we can move on to the next one in here. I've been drafted in to come and help with the edging, which is never good news. That's always when you can tell that we're trying to play a little bit of catch up. Usually Dusty doesn't let me touch it.
like it's magic. Oh yeah. 'Cause I see nobody but you. I'm never confused. Hey, I'm so used to being you.
So I'm just trying to fit this unit in here now. Issue we're running into, it needs to go back to the wall probably another 25-30 mils. But because of the way we've designed our battery box, it fouls on the wheel arch. So I just need to cut in the support that it sits on the wheel arch, but it gives us enough clearance for this to move back. Just using the compass to plot a line onto the edge of the support. Once I've cut it back, that should match the exact curve of the wheel arch, and it should support nice and evenly.
The way you work it, 'cause girl, you earned it. Yeah, girl, you earned it. Yeah, you know our love would be.
Okay, so I've trimmed that piece off of there now. So this should follow the curve of the wheel arch nicely. So stick this back in place.
We live with no lies. Hey, hey.
I can just check that I'm square. Still leaning very slightly forward. Just need to take a little bit more off the back. And it should be good. Actually, it's actually fine like that. It's just the insulation that's lifting it up. Once it's screwed down, it'll be nice and square. Yep, that's it.
So we've had a lot of our wood come back for this build. So we've had the wood come back from the CNC. Dusty's been prepping this up a lot today. This one is actually the kitchen console. We have the Belfast sink, and obviously then we'll have the slide out worktop that will sit on top of that. That can slide out, and then that will reveal the sink. The customers asked for some drawers to be fitted, so there will be 2 tiers of drawers. And then we come back to the console here, and this will be where the fridge is going to be going. You've got a few options when on your build. You can we can have the fridge that will sit by the shower unit, which is a lot taller fridge, but obviously the customer wants the extra space for the seating area there, so they've opted in for the smaller fridge to go on the kitchen unit. In regards to what we've got going on this week, it's going to be a lot of furniture building. The wood all comes in at once, and on this occasion we've had 2 vans come in with the wood deliveries quite close together. So we've got quite a lot of furniture that's getting built and prepped up at the minute. So that's it for this week's episode of Works in Progress. But remember to stay tuned and watch how these vans come along. We do videos every week. If you like the video, just don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.